Folks, let me tell you about a day that's got more heat than a Nairobi summer. It's called Saba Saba Day. Saba Saba means 7-7 in Swahili. It's July 7th, a day that's been lighting fires under Kenyan politicians since 1990. Back in the day, Kenya was under the iron fist of President Daniel Arap Moi. The people were fed up. They wanted democracy, freedom, and a chance to choose their own leaders without fear. So, on July 7th, 1990, they took to the streets. The government cracked down hard. People were arrested, beaten, and some even lost their lives. But it worked. The protests kick-started a movement that led to multi-party democracy in Kenya. Since then, Saba Saba Day has become a symbol of resistance and hope. Every year, Kenyans remember the courage of those who stood up to tyranny. Now let's fast forward to 2024. Uhuru Park in Nairobi is buzzing with young Kenyans, the Gen Z crowd. These kids were born with smartphones in their hands and revolution in their hearts. They're at Uhuru Park to celebrate Saba Saba Day. These young folks have taken the spirit of 1990 and given it a 21st century makeover. They've got hashtags trending faster than you can say democracy. Their protest signs are a mix of memes and powerful slogans. It's like they've combined the best of TikTok with the passion of Martin Luther King Jr. But don't let the memes fool you. These Gen Z activists are serious about change. They're not just here for the Instagram stories. They're here because they've inherited a country with problems older than they are. They want a Kenya that works for everyone, not just the big shots in fancy suits. So what's got these young Kenyans all fired up? Well, buckle up. First up, corruption. These kids are sick and tired of politicians treating the national treasury like their personal piggy bank. They want transparency and accountability. Next on the list is climate change. Gen Z knows that if we don't act now, they'll be inheriting a planet hotter than a Kenyan chili pepper. They're demanding action on environmental protection and renewable energy. These young activists are also pushing for better education, job opportunities, and healthcare. They want a fair shot at success, and they're not afraid to demand it. Section 4, Constitutional Rights and Peaceful Assembly. In Kenya, peaceful assembly isn't just allowed, it's a constitutional right. Article 37 of the Kenyan Constitution says that every person has the right to peacefully assemble, demonstrate, picket, and present petitions to public authorities, but it has to be peaceful. The Gen Z activists at Uhuru Park know this. They're keeping it peaceful but powerful. The police are there too to make sure everyone stays safe. It's a delicate dance between the right to protest and the need for public order. Section 5, Political Ripples. The impact of youth activism. The political bigwigs are definitely feeling the heat. Politicians are scrambling to address the concerns raised at Uhuru Park. Suddenly everyone's talking about anti-corruption measures, climate action, and youth empowerment. The Gen Z activists are playing the long game. They're building networks, forming alliances, and some are even considering running for office themselves. The ripples from Uhuru Park are spreading far and wide. International media is picking up the story. Hashtags are trending globally. Kenya's Gen Z has tapped into a worldwide current of youth activism. They're showing that democracy isn't just about voting every few years, it's about active participation, holding leaders accountable, and standing up for what's right.